Today we're going to talk about replacing a plug on the power strip that Ed, in his simple wisdom, thought it should be replaced because he's such unaware person of electrical safety. I just talking with a screwdriver. Sometimes why did I drop it? Oh, here it is. And that's this plug right here. Now, you can see when I say he ripped the earth pin off. And that's this pin here. And that makes this power strip dangerous because there's no earth. Okay? So we're gonna fix that. So you need a couple of simple tools. Number one, you're gonna need a pair of layman's cutters. Okay? This is no good to us anymore. And it's got the American colors in it. Second thing you need is a utility knife. I'm going to switch over to the camera so you can see this. So I don't have to. So you're going to take this. Okay. And you have your 3 leads in here, okay? You don't have to go crazy with the insulation. You just gotta take a... So you have 3 wires. You have your earth, you have your hot, and you have your neutral. Now remember I told you that the hot is going to be the shortest one. Earth can be middle length, and the neutral is going to be the longest. So you want it to look like this, okay? Because if this hot gets ripped out, you're going to be protected by this one and this one, okay? So, let's prepare the plug end, the business end that we're putting on here. Now, this uses both Phillips and flatheads. Now, depending on the Phillips screws, I've had more trouble with Phillips than I've had with flats. Fortunately, it supports both. Okay. So I'm going to just take this, screw it out. And I'm going to take this one out here. Then we're going to slip this connector into the strain relief. Like that. Next step is to strip the wires. So, you don't have to strip a ton because you do want to strip about 3 to 5 millimeters, not a lot. Okay, that's a little too short. I'm going to make it a little longer. Okay. Okay. And then the hot wire It's gonna be stupid as well. Okay. What's for careless whiskers? Okay, so now we're going to start by wiring this up the proper way. And when I say the proper way, meaning the way it's supposed to be wired. This way you can understand the proper wiring schema, and that way you understand the proper electrical safety of these plugs. Okay, now some of these, like this one has an earth pin, has a sleeve. Okay, I'm just gonna open this up a bit here. You can see here, and the reason why this got a little pigtail sticking out on the end is the reason is that the company decided to try to use the probably because of the United States Electrical Safety UL listing, they had to do this. So, again, you're going to stick the wire into the hole that's to the green, or the green with the yellow tracer goes here. Okay, tighten it down. Okay, just like that. And that's in. The silver and the nickel, in this case, the brass. Sometimes you'll see them labeled, but if you don't, you can kind of guess. Let's see if we can see a labeling there. Yeah, you can see this color. This one here is this brass color, and this is a silver. Okay, so you're going to take the white wire and it goes in here. Okay. Okay. Now, you can see now what I'm saying about with the electrical safety. The black, which is a hot, if this wire comes off, look how far away it is from the mains. It's going to protect you. It's not going to kill you. It's going to keep you safe. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to connect the hot wire in to the hot hole prong. Okay. So I just take this. Okay, looks like that. Make sure it's in the hole all the way. Okay, now what you can do, and it is okay, is you can fold up these other two wires if you need to. Mostly you don't have to, but if you do, you do. Okay? So now you're going to take the earth pin has got the spring on it, right? So you're going to stick the plugs together. Okay, like that. Then you're going to tighten on the screws like that. Now, same with this one here. Okay. And let's not forget the string relief, which I didn't tighten up yet. I'm going to do that right now. Now, this is where it's supposed to be wired. I did not do my reversal trick yet, or I might be doing it shortly. Okay, so I'm going to tighten the screw here. Okay. Then I take this plug in here, where the string leaf is, and I just tighten it down. The reason we do it the way I did it with this earth pin wire lengths like that is because of reasons that's very clear. I know that some of my contemporaries will tell you that doesn't matter. That is not true. It doesn't matter. Okay. Now, if you're worried about electrical safety, before you plug it into the mains, you can use your ohm meter in continuity mode to test to make sure everything is proper. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go get my DVM. It doesn't hurt to test it this way. I mean, some would say it's kind of overkill, but it doesn't really hurt to do it anyway. So we'll start by testing the earth pin. Now, it says here that this cell is grounded. Yeah, that's grounded, but the cell is not grounded. Let's test the neutral. I hope the thing was on. Okay, neutral's good. You can see how it's a mirror image. Let's test the hot line. Let's test it between, or any shorts between pins. Now there's an LED and there's a neon glow lamp in here, so they might. Oh, fine. Okay. So this is now properly, legally back in the spec. Okay. This passes muster now. Except one thing, which is that the shell is supposed to be grounded, but it doesn't seem to be grounded. So what's going on with that? Well, that's a great question. So why is it not grounded? Well, let's take a look at that. To do that, I have to take this plug off. So, obviously, as long as electrically it's fine, it should be okay too. Okay? So this is ready to go to work. Now that's wire spec. No reversals there right now. It's just wire to spec. So you see, following wiring standards is not just because you want to be some kind of perfectionist. It's because of safety. You're dealing with electrical power. Electricity is a wonderful tool when used properly, but can also be very, very dangerous if misused. Therefore, you want to be careful. We have another thing to test. So, let's go get the box. This is the UPS here. And this is the simple one that's the cheapest dirt one. This is not the nice one I bought. This one's coming tomorrow. Okay. Temporary overconnect battery. Okay. And now I gotta plug it in and charge it. Now, one thing about this simple little APS, and this is certainly no exception, this is small. This has building wiring fault indicator on it. Now remember what I told you, that sometimes in American homes, maybe in other countries, people wiring is misdone. So we're going to plug it in. You gotta charge it anyway, and we're gonna see if we need to flip those leads around. Good news, building wiring fault is not on. Okay, this is now starting up. This is now, you gotta charge this thing up for about let me show you this thing. And I told you about the building wiring fault light. Well, the good thing is the building wiring fault light is not on. So let me show you the controls. It has in it 2 standard surge outlets. These are not protected by the battery. That's these 4. Notice you have one here for 2 wide ones for, actually all 3 wide ones for transformers. Thus allowing you to properly have, when the power fails, this thing will kick the battery. Okay, this is the smallest one. This is 425 volt amps. Now, of course, when you're done, you can turn it off like that. Yeah, it'll still charge. Okay. So for right now, let's put this over here to the UPS that we bought. This one's a pretty basic one. It doesn't have some of the advanced features like some of the other ones do. It's kind of like my old backups I had that was underneath my desk about 2016, or sorry, 2007, 2008. It's about the same size with the backups E350. And what this does is, if the power goes out, the battery inside will continue to power the unit. Right? Sounds great. Right? So it powers the unit. The unit will keep going. The lights will stay on. Everything. And in fact, this uses modified sine wave, or kind of a square wave. Looks more triangular than sine wave, okay? But for most applications, most modern computer power supplies, that really won't hurt anything. The one that's coming in here, in this room, is much bigger than this one, as far as capacity. This is kind of a munchkin, but that one is much bigger than this. For the Belkin unit and the Frontier, which is powered by its own little UPS that Frontier sent me long ago, that would probably be plugged into the two surge outlets here. Okay, that's what I'm talking about here. So these two outlets here are where we're going to plug in the Belkin. T-Mobile here, switch here, something else over here. The phone system can go here as well, because this is mainly going to be used to keep the internet running and not worrying about powering everything else. So tomorrow will be much more fancier testing. I'll be able to show you the more advanced one does. But this one here is the one we're using right now. So let me go ahead and go put this in place and sort out the wires in my wiring closet. It's a mess in there. And sweep the floor at the same time. So for now, talk to you a little bit. Bye-bye.
In the summer's embrace, she finds her way, twisting and turning, she won't let things sway. With love for the music and fire in her soul, she